So I used to work at a little place called Ball Mart, where they sold all sorts of balls and ball accessories. Sold ball fish, ball electronics, ball movies. All sorts of things. And Ball Mart, you probably got one near you. And the problem with Ball Mart is you'll usually get like these normal customers like all day, but then you'll also get like these ginormous monsters that seem to come in like from out of nowhere. All right. So most of the day, it's actually pretty chill. So like I'll just be standing there and I'll be doing my job, and then like a normal person will come in like, oh yo, hey, where is this? And I'm just like, oh, it's on aisle 69. And they're like, okay, cool. And then I'll go to the next aisle and I'll be doing something. And then here comes freaking Guru going, hi, can you help me with the fish? And I'm just like, okay, yeah, I'll help you with the fish. Yes, sir. So we end up going over to where the fish are. Oh, that's not a fish. We go over going where the fish are, and I'm like, okay, so what kind of fish do you want? And Guru over here is like, I want this fish. Do you know if it's a female or a male? And I'm like, well, actually, I work in electronics, so I don't know what certain fish are. They're like, oh, well, this is a fish because something ridiculous like, oh, its butthole is extra large or something. And I'm like, oh, well, I didn't know that. That's cool. So, so would you like that one? No, I was just educating you. I feel like you should know what kind of fish you're selling. Well, I'm like, well, like I said before, I'm not really a fish guy. So calm down there, Shrek. So they usually end up getting like a fish, but then they always like get super pissed off at how slow you're going with it. So they're like, oh, just let me do it myself. And they'll like try and stick their hands in there and shit. And you're kind of just like, yo, dude, I can't let you do that. That's wrong. It's like, I'm the customer. I know what I'm doing. And then like they usually here's the rule about these gigantic monsters. They usually have miniature gigantic monsters with them at all times. We'll call them children. Though they don't look like children, they look like that Pokemon Garburator, like the thing that's literally just a piece of garbage. Like a big garbage bag that they made into a Pokemon. Yeah, that's exactly what it reminds me of. But anyway, this marine biologist never watches their kids. They're always like, "Oh, come back over here, little Timmy." Then little Timmy runs off, and he goes and friggin' eats a whole candy bar. I don't know, and I'm just like, "Yo, can we get back to the freaking fish? I have things to do." And I've got people like calling me over from this other area, like back to the area I'm supposed to be in because I have keys on me that I need to like trade off since I'm apparently learning how to like tell fish species. And then then like Shrek over here is always talking about, yo, you need to learn the fish. And we keep going on this tirade. And it seems to me that it's always someone that works for the public school system. Like they've always got this t-shirt that says like teacher, or better yet, cafeteria worker. So all they do is like shovel food into people's mouths all day and charge them like $3 for like a single piece of corn, essentially. But that's a story for another time. So yeah, all I gotta say is beware of the fish experts if you work at Ball Mart.